Star Wars, nothing but Star Wars. Wait, that's the Star Trek thing. Steph, your love for Christmas was adorbs, just adorbs. Considering your height, you're probably an elf. Oh my god, she's a Christmas elf. This explains why she doesn't age. I'm on to you, Steph. You are either a frost giant trickster god or an Xmas elf. Which one is it? You did ask us what aspect of Christmas do we like best, and Christmas is also my favorite holiday. I love the cold weather, or what's considered cold in California, the lights, all the decorations, the cheesy Christmas movies. But my favorite aspect of it, and not to go all Linus on everybody, but the idea of peace on earth and goodwill toward man, because we could kind of really use that right about now. That would be nice. Big Bad Jake, I totally would have invited you to my Thanksgiving because no one in my family eats the apple pie. And I know you think it's the best, and we could have a whole pie debate. Oh my God, we're going to have a pie debate. This is going to happen. Anyways, I want you to know that nobody in my family got the pumpkin pie. I ate it all. It was mine. No. And good luck during finals and papers. I've been there. It feels like you got hit by a car. You're emotionally, mentally, physically just drained afterwards, but you can do it. Hang in there because you're Big Bad Jake. Lulu, I really like this week's format and your discussion on games, but I did laugh because I feel if I ever write an autobiography, it will be called entitled Nerd Whining, Mario's Guide to Ranking Things on a List, because you're right, ranking things on a list is stupid. And that's probably what I'll be doing for the next couple of weeks. Like, no joke, I have lists ready. So I laughed, but I still hope I get a billion stars in your heart. A billion stars. And Nikki, I saw Mockingjay Part 1 the weekend it came out. I forgot to talk about it, and I'm glad I didn't because I totally love your review. It is getting some criticism for being slow on the plot, but I disagree. You brought up a great point how most movies do rush to the action, but here we see the magnitude and the emotional weight of the decision the characters are going through. They're going to war. It's a lot that's going on. Luckily, right now, the good guys have the upper hand. Oh, I never mentioned. I'm Team President Snow. Pan Am today, Pan Am tomorrow, Pan Am forever. As Nikki mentioned, Star Wars trailer! Although I am a Trekkie, I do have a fondness for the war, so I'm going to give some quick remarks because I said trailer, but it's a teaser. Trailer or do not trailer, there is no teaser. Yeah, I'm proud of myself for that one. We saw Stormtrooper, a rolling droid, a cool lady on the thing. Who is she? Han Solo and Princess Leia's daughter? Ooh, I went there. A Sith Lord with an interesting looking lightsaber and the Millennium Falcon. What else could you want? Okay, so I have to mention the lightsaber and how the internet freaked out that it has a Claymore salute to it. People are questioning the functionality of it, the practicality of it, how it would interfere during movements, or how does it work by using science. It's been redesigned, it's been mocked. I know the internet mocks something. I refuse to believe that would happen on the internet. I just refuse to believe it. I personally like the look. It's a cool looking lightsaber. There's nothing wrong with but the way people act, it's like fucking Jar Jar Binks popped out of the thing or something. But you know, it is at least funny to see people's just reaction over it. It's entertaining, at least that aspect of it. The teaser did make me a little excited. When it comes to these movies, I'm taking the realistic approach. I am hopeful because, and no disrespect to George Lucas, but he's not doing these movies anymore, and that's a great thing because the episodes 1 to 3 were money grabs. They were bad. And J.J. Abrams is an actual fan of Star Wars, and since he did right by us in Star Trek, so start with me, Trekkies. He fucking did. He did right by us in Star Trek. Anyways, since he's an actual fan of Star Wars, it'll be interesting to see what he could do with a franchise he actually followed. Point is, my excitement has definitely been awakened. See what I did there? Brought it all back. It is the last month of the year, and it's never too early to start top list. Since I am the comic guy, I will be focused on that. You could even consider this a Christmas guide type deal. This year, I'll be focused on publishers. So this week, Marvel, next week, DC, the week after, Image. I still might do an extra one. I haven't decided yet. Without further ado, these are the top 5 comics from Marvel. I'm going to kick things off at number 5, Black Widow, written by Nathan Nemetson, art by Phil Noto. Natasha Romanoff, an Avenger, S.H.I.E.L.D. agent, assassin, spy, neighborhood watch captain. There's anything she can't do. This series is about her taking side missions for money so she can take the money and try to help the people she's wrong because she's done a lot of shady things in her past. Former KGB agent, the huge. And right now I'm trying really hard not to sing that Iggy Azalea song, Black Widow. Pop culture reference. This series really grew on me. I really like the standalone-ish vibe from each issue, but there's a larger plan and plot at play. It's really picked up recently with the added element of political intrigue, which I really like. The artwork by Phil Noto is beautiful and elegant. If you're picking this up because you think you're going to get to know Natasha more, you're going to be BFFs, have slumber parties, braid each other's hair, you are in for a letdown because she's one of the most well-guarded characters in all of comics. You're only going to get nuggets here or there of who she really is. And even then, it's going to be, a arm's length little, she's very mysterious, always. And this series has been one of the most enjoyable of the year, and I really like it. At number 4, Loki, Agents of Asgard, written by Al Ewing, art by Lee Garvey. A young, dashing, good-looking Loki has been contracted by the All-Mother to do tasks for her. For everyone he finishes, he'll get a past evil deed wiped away from the Asgardian memory. Has Loki turned over a new leaf? Spoiler! No, he has not. Kind of, in a way, sort of. At the start of the series, I was really concerned over the Tom Hiddleston factor because Tom Hiddleston has made Loki a handsome man because he himself is a handsome, handsome, handsome man. And it'd be easy to say, oh, let's make Loki a good guy now. But no, he's a villain. He's just not evil? No, okay, he's done some evil shit. He's more opportunistic. Loki will always do what's best for Loki. And this series perfectly walks that line. I really dig the story. There's some cool twists and turns, some awesome action. If you're a fan of Loki, you cannot go wrong with this series. At Atras, Superior Foes to Spider-Man, written by Nick Spencer, art by Steve Lieber. Spider-Man has one of the best rogue galleries out there. Green Goblin, Doc Ock, Mysterio, Kraven the Hunter. Sometimes they all get together to form the Sinister Six. And this is perhaps the most deadly Sinister Six ever formed. So deadly that they only needed 5 members, and it's led by Boomerang. And right now you're probably asking yourself, who's Boomerang? And I'd say, Boomerang, man. Legendary boomerang thrower? I know what you're probably saying to yourself. I don't know most of these villains. I kind of know Shocker, but it won't matter. Does not matter because I didn't know most of them either. But Nick Spencer will make you care about, let's face it, these loser characters who are trying to get by being supervillains. It's a caper story. It's who can get over on who. There's double crosses, triple crosses. I mean, it's really fun, really entertaining. Steve Lieber's artwork is solid. I really like his style. He continues to grow and get better. He did some fill-in issues for Hawkeye for David Aja back in the day, and sometimes you couldn't tell the difference. That's how good he is. Sadly, the series ended this year, and it really bummed me out because it was one of my favorites. But pick up the trades, you will not regret it. And number 2, Daredevil, written by Mark Waid and Chris Samney, art by Javier Rodriguez. Matthew Murdock was outed as Daredevil a long time ago, but he kept denying it, would wear funny shirts saying, I'm not Daredevil, cheeky bastard. But he finally came out and admitted it. I'm Daredevil. And he was quickly disbarred, so he's moved to San Francisco so he could practice law. As he moved there, he met up with some new frenemies, some old villains, and has become the toast of San Francisco. Murdoch went a period of time where he was dark, mean Daredevil, but since Mark Waid took over, he's become fun, adventurous, still edgy, man without fear. The arc where he deals with the villain with similar powers as him, we see Matt's reflection in a way. The one where we see a mystery event happen between his dad and his mom has got to be nominee for one of the best single issues of the year. In the last 10 years, Daredevil has had perhaps the greatest run of any major superhero in all of comics. There was maybe a year or two where the quality was just okay, but nothing awful. These are the writers who have worked on Daredevil in the last 10 years. Brian Michael Bendis, Ed Brubaker, Greg Rucka, Mark Waid. And the only reason I bring this up is because Mark Waid is ending his run next year, and I don't know who's taking over for the character next. But I just want to say that this series has been everything a comic should be. Mark Waid's one of the greatest comic book writers of all time. The artwork has been just amazing. I cannot recommend this series enough. And probably no surprise to anybody. Number 1, Miss Marvel, written by G. Willow Wilson, art by AJ Nofana. Kamala Khan is your average teen, has semi-strict parents, protective older brother, she likes to hang out with her friends, write Avenger fanfic, normal teen stuff. One night after a party, she gets enveloped by a fog, or the Terran mist, discovers she's inhuman, has superpowers, and now has taken up the mantle of her favorite superhero, Miss Marvel. The only thing I got when I walked into a fog was lost and scared and hurt. A chicken attacked me. Don't ask. You get a strong sense of who Kamala is, and you like her right off the bat. She's quirky, she's funny. All the supporting characters have their own life to them. The artwork is fantastic. Adrian Apollo's style, I just adore and love. They got the perfect person to draw for the series. Him and G. Willow Wilson have been killing it from the first issue. I love new characters in mainstream comics. Some last, others drift in the background for whatever reason. A lot of people are saying that she is the new Spider-Man, and one can only hope she gets that kind of longevity and staying power because she definitely deserves it. And it's something that is needed in comics. It's an easy series to follow. I cannot recommend it enough, and probably the best comic in Marvel right now. That's on my list. Feel free to tell me what's on yours, or if you felt I should have included something that I left out. I always love hearing from you and interacting with everybody. Anyways, that's it for me. Remember to subscribe, like us, check out the other geeks, and may the geek be with you. Star Wars. Oh shit.